Yeah, so ethos means kind of like credibility, and like, are you credible to be even talking about the topic, and also are you believable? Okay. All right, so the next one is pathos. Oh, and the way I remember ethos is I think of like ethical. So ethos, ethical. So is this person speaking ethical? Are they believable? Um, like, should they be talking on this subject? All right, pathos is the emotional appeal to it. So pathos means, and the way I remember pathos is empathy, sympathy. So path is a word part from empathy or sympathy, and path means to feel or some type of emotion. So for example, if you've ever watched TV and seen the commercial with like the dogs who have been abused, and then there's like sad music in the background. Yeah, Cecilia, I just said your name because I thanked you for telling me to share my screen. You're good. Anyways, so like there's sad music in the background, the dog's like in kennels and they've been abused, and hopefully you have both seen this commercial, so I'm not like talking and you have no idea what I'm talking about. But anyways, like that's going to, we are both named Cecilia, teacher, mentor. Oh, Cecilia, there's an actual Cecilia. Okay, wait, is there an actual Cecilia other than the Cecilia that's a teacher mentor? Because I'm sorry, I've been totally ignoring you because I thought you were. Cecilia, if you want to, that's awesome. Cecilia, if you want to tell me what English class you're in too, I can answer any of your questions, or just think of a question that you might have. I will go through it. We're talking about ethos, pathos, and logos right now. So anyway, Zara, the commercials with the dog and the sad music. Anyways, that's pathos. So anything that's like, you're gonna feel something for it, like from like pity. I'm trying to think of other things that are gonna draw. So anything like, okay, so like commercials about like car insurance, where they show like a car crash, and then they're like, aren't you glad you were insured? Like that's gonna be pathos. That's gonna be an emotional appeal. So that's gonna, if anybody has a family, they're gonna be, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. So that's gonna be pathos. So the emotion behind the persuasion. So what is going to like kind of tug at the heartstrings of your audience? All right, and then logos is like the facts. So logos is like the statistics, the facts, the concrete details is what we call them in English class, like references to historical documents, references to research. Logos, and the way I think of logos is I think of logic. So what are the facts? How is the logical part of my brain going to believe this, right? So you can't, and the best way to persuade someone is using all of those. So ethos, pathos, and logos. So you want to be speaking about a topic that you're credible to speak about. Like, I've done research on this, so I should know what it's about, or I'm a teacher, so you all should believe me. And then pathos is going to be that emotion, right? Aren't you glad you had car insurance? Because when you get in a car crash, everything will be covered. That emotion that's going to draw, that's going to tug on someone's heartstrings. And then logos is the logic, so the facts and the statistics behind it. Yes, nor, yes. So the Latin roots, they're Greek and Latin roots. So yeah, you have heard pathos in lots of different words, like great connection. So pathos is in empathy, in sympathy, in sympathetic, in pathetic. What other words have path in it? Empathetic. I think those are the only ones I can think of. And yeah, and then logos obviously is in the word logic. Logos is in chronological. Logos is in logistic. Yep, that's right. And then ethos. Ethos is in ethical. What other word? I think that's the only one I can think of right now. But yeah, you are correct. Yep. So great connection, and also really good job taking a word apart, because you can find the definition from doing that. All right, Zara, you got any other questions about that? Do you want me to go through the assignment, the Ethos Pathos assignment? While I'm waiting for your answer, let's see. Okay, Zara says no, thank you. Cool. All right. In the meantime, Noor, did you have any other questions from English 10? Yeah. So, okay, and no, thank you. Okay, cool. And I'm not exactly sure who said I do not understand something adult at the end. But what question do you have? Is it about ethos, pathos, and logos, or is it about another question from your class? Just let me know. And Cecilia, since I thought you were a different person, do you have any questions in the English class that you are currently in? Nope. Okay.
Wait, I have another question, but it's not for English 10. For citation, they said back in 6th grade that I never paid attention, or I don't think I remember. They said there's a special way to cite your work, which isn't copy pasting the link. Do you know how to do that? Because I do not know.
Yep, I know how to do it. Yep. Okay, so what you're talking about is citations. So there's two different kinds of citations. There's two different terms. There's and in English, in your English classes, you're only working with MLA citation. There's another type called APA, which you will use in your science classes. But for English classes, you use MLA. So anyways, a citation is just showing where you got your work from. And yeah, you're right. You're not going to just put the link in. So I'm going to try to pull up something. I'm going to see.
What was the second one called?
APA. You won't use that until you're in some science classes.
I'm in biology and chemistry.
Oh, okay. So I'm not sure if they'll have you write any research essays or whatever, but that you will use APA for that. English 11 has some really good stuff on how to cite sources. So here.
Also, would I be allowed to attend other live classes if I'm not taking the subject online, or no?
I don't see why not. That'd be great. You should try to glean as much knowledge as you can.
Because I am having the worst trouble with chemistry, I swear to God.
Sorry, I screamed because I started playing this video while you're talking. What did you say?
I am having the worst trouble with chemistry.
Oh, with chemistry? Yeah, chemistry is hard anyways. Have you reached out to your teacher?
My teacher in school.
Oh, got it. Okay, this is a class in school. Oh yeah, you could go on some videos for this, but I'm not exactly sure how pertinent that would be, but you could try. Why not?
She told me to look it up.
She told you to look it up? That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so this is the citation. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. You're not in English 11, but ooh, this is a super good video. I wonder if I could just email it to you. Because this talks about how to actually like format your paper and stuff, which that's not the question you had. So hold on. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Hi. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is the steps for creating a citation, which would be like in your works cited page. I'm gonna copy this and just put it in my lesson notes. I don't know if you were able to, I don't know if you were able to access my lesson notes, but it was in that link.
Which link?
Let's see, where could I find it? Hold on here. You either got a chat message from me or you got an email from me. Did you get either of those?
I'll check right now.
Okay, because if you can access that, then you can see all the stuff that I just copied on it, and you can have it immediately in real time. So these are the steps to create a works cited page. You need to find the author, the title of the piece, title of the whole, version, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, and then you put it in this format. And then it ends up looking like this. So this is at the very end of your essay. This is the citation. So if I was quoting something from To Kill a Mockingbird, the book, my in-text citation would just be Lee in parentheses. So I'd say, in To Kill a Mockingbird, Scout, realizes racism is prevalent in her town. Okay, and if that was like my concrete detail or something for my essay, then like I would just put the author's name in parentheses at the end.
The better thing to do, or I know they taught us this, like you shouldn't put down, like, should you put down the page and the paragraph, or should you just put down the author's name?
It's just the page. Now, it's just the page. So hold on, let me look. Let me make sure I'm saying the exact right thing. Okay, this one doesn't say the page number. So, okay, another great source for you is it's called Purdue Owl. I think it's the page, but I just want to make sure that I'm telling you the exact. Okay, so Purdue Owl, great resource. You might want to bookmark it. It's just great. So this tells you exactly how to make a citation. Let's do in-text citation. Where are they at? In-text citation. Okay, so all you do is put the page number. So the author's name, so it'd be Lee, and then whatever page number it is, page 51, but you just write the number. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
And this is taken from your works cited, right? So this is the last name of the author of whatever you are citing. Hope that answers your question. All right, now somebody else had another question here. 722 Tanya Clayton. Sorry, I hope I didn't mispronounce. I probably did. 722 in what English class, if you could be so kind to tell me? I'm gonna guess it's a presentation off the top of my head. PowerPoint. Okay, I don't know how to do it. Okay, cool. So, and which was it this one? English 10? Presentation draft? Yes. Oh, great. Okay, so I would love to help you with that. All right, so so I don't actually have PowerPoint either. I have Google Drive. So For me, it's Google Slides that I use. So you can access Google. If you have a Gmail, you can access Google Slides. I actually don't have PowerPoint on my computer because I have the free version. I don't need it. So I have the free version of it's called LibreOffice. So I can show you that as well. So LibreOffice looks like this, and the slides, I think, is this one. Yeah, okay. So I can just go through that in a second, but I'll do Google Slides first. Shatanya, do you have access to Google Slides? Do you have a Gmail account? I'm going to continue, and then if you want to just write in the chat box, go for it. Okay, so first thing you want to do is make sure you know what you're supposed to be doing. So you're supposed to write a presentation draft. You're going to share it in the discussion forum. It's going to be in Google Slides or PowerPoint, or it can be in LibreOffice, which is the free version of PowerPoint, basically, that I have. You're going to want to look at how you're going to be scored. So if you're going for a meets, you're going to try to get a presentation that has a clear introduction, 3 main informative topics, and a conclusion. And this says mentor, but that's not correct. You're also in English 10, you're going to want to watch, I think there's like a video on how to give the best presentation. Make it simple, make it, you know, have lists, but don't have tons and tons of text. I think this guy says you should have 6 things or less on a slide. So make it simple, and then you're gonna attach it to the discussion forum. So I'll just go through what I would be doing now. English 10, if I remember right, is a presentation on an organization that you think is changing the world. So Shatanya, that means whatever organization you picked for your essay. So your informative essay. Okay, Cecilia, no problem. I understand. Clean your house. Go for it. So Shatanya, I don't remember what you particularly wrote about, but whatever your informative essay was about, that's what you'll be writing about. So people write about Big Brother, Big Sister, Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, food banks in their community. What other organizations do people write about? Those are some common ones. So whatever your informative essay was about, you're going to be, okay. Nor, you're going to have to, no problem, you're going to have to email me so I can send you this. So my email is right here, and I'll leave that up for you for a second so you can jot it down.
Let me write it down.
Yep, no problem. So Shatanya, whatever topic you wrote your informative essay on, that's going to be your presentation. So, and the 3 topics for your informative essay was history of the organization, who the organization serves, and then how they serve. So those are going to be like the topics that you're going to want to make sure that you have a slide for in your, no problem, in your presentation. So if I was working on Google Slides, okay, it looks like I pick up, sure, let's pick this template. All right, so this just gives me kind of like a template, and then obviously I'm going to take all of this out because this is not, right, this isn't my, let's see if we can, that might not be the best template. Let's see if we can find something, but maybe a book report would be better. No, that's not it. Nope. Let's do this one. All right, so say you were doing your presentation on Habitat for Humanity, right? Then your name. Maria Hilcom. All right. And actually, that's actually probably the topic you're going to be talking about, right? The history. So maybe we write history of the organization. Okay, and then here, obviously, this text doesn't fit for the stuff we're going to be talking about. So I would probably write it first originated in 1965. Da da da. I don't know. I made that up. Okay, so then you would put all your bullet points. Now this is called a bullet. That's not a bullet. Where's the bullet points? Maybe here. Yeah. So if you click this button, you can get bulleted list, which would be good, or like numbered list, also good. Okay, then maybe the next topic was going to be, so you had history of the organization. Now you have who Habitat for Humanity serves. All right, and then you're going to write in all of the information about how they serve, and you probably will put that in bullet form. Da, 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 da. All right. Then you might have a topic on how they serve. And then you might have maybe some subtopics, and you could say like in the U.S. or outside the U.S. I don't actually know if it goes outside of the U.S., but that might be two topics, subtopics you could write about. You probably don't need this slide. You probably don't need a couple more of these slides, but then you should have a slide that serves as a conclusion, and you should have a slide that serves as your works cited. So whatever sources you use to research Habitat for Humanity, you should list their website, and you should also put it in MLA format. The best practice would be to put it in MLA format for your works cited page. So then when you're all done, it'll look something like this. So Habitat for Humanity. You're going to have a slide for history of the organization. You're going to have a slide for who Habitat for Humanity serves. You're going to have a slide for how they serve. So do they give out money? Do they go and build houses? Do they make a house and then send it somewhere? How do they actually do what they're supposed to be doing? Then give a conclusion where you sum up all the main points of your presentation, and then your works cited page. It should be simple. It should be simple. It should not have a lot of words on it, so that people will pay attention to it. It's actually, you want to actually keep it as simple as possible. People get distracted if there's too much. All right, Tanya, does that answer any of your questions? Well, I hope it does. Are there any other questions about your English classes? Any of you? Sorry, none of you were in Myth and Folk that came to the lesson today, so I hope I was able to answer some of your specific questions. A little bit. Okay, any other questions, Titania, then? Anything else I can help you on? Do you get what you're supposed to be researching? You're basically taking your informative essay and turning it into a presentation. And English 10, you also have to include audio. So you will, and you can follow the instructions on there. There's So for the presentation draft, you submit just what I told you, like the Google Slides. And then you, for the rest of it, you make a video of it. You don't have to actually take a video. You can just do audio. So you can just record yourself presenting. So you need to practice what you're going to be saying, and then record the audio of it. Or you can just take a video. It can be with your phone, with your Chromebook, with your laptop. The video quality doesn't matter. It's just so that your teacher, me, can see that you have practiced presenting something while speaking, not just with a Google slide. Makes sense. And there are some steps in here to how to attach a video. And there's even there's even this is if you want to make a screencast. So that's like what I'm doing right now. You can't see me, but you can see my screen. That would be like a screencast. Or this one is for just the audio. It's called Audacity. I use it, like, you can maybe recognize my voice from some of the lessons, because I used Audacity and I used Screencast-O-Matic to make the lessons. So, Shatanya, does that help? Hopefully it does. If there are no other further questions, oh, okay, Nor. Do the classes involve one free tutor class? I don't know which email I'd received, if it was true. No, but thank you. I'm at the library. Okay, no problem, Shatanya. Involve a one free tutor class. I think there are tutoring services available. If you are in the classes, I am not exactly sure what that entails. Cecilia, my colleague, is on this, or is in this lesson right now. She might know better. You also might reach out to your academic coach. They would probably have a better idea. I don't know about the ins and outs of that. I just kind of know my content area. All right, if there are, yeah, no problem, Nor. Teacher mentor. Okay, so yeah, she says tutor.com can work. Is that correct? Nor, have you tried that one? Maybe you wanted to try that for chemistry, right? No and yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a cold.
No problem.
Yeah, no, too. I haven't tried it, but
Okay.
yeah, too.
Yeah, do you know your chemistry teacher? Is that the teacher you're...
No, I don't know her.
Okay, I mean, can you look up her name and you could tell us what the chemistry teacher is, and we could...
I don't know why, but I think I have to contact someone because it's not showing up, like, at all.
Oh, okay. How about your academic coach? Do you know who you...
My academic coach is, it just says Student Services TAA. Am I looking at the wrong thing?
Yes. So I'm trying to think of who on the top of my... No, that's correct. You're on the American Academy, which I should know. I think it's Anya. Anya. Oh, I can't remember. Okay. Hold on. I have to check my... Cecilia is trying to speak, and I think I've muted everyone. How do I unmute people? I don't know. Teacher, Colleen. Colleen is the AC. Oh, it's Colleen now? Oh, okay, cool. Is it Colleen, Nor?
I think so. I think I should just message her.
Yes, please just message her, and I think she will probably send you in the right direction. Do you have to ask a teacher to get a tutor class? Zara says, that's a good question for Cecilia, who's on the lesson too. Do you have to ask a teacher to get a tutor class? I don't know. I actually don't. Like, students ask me questions and then I tutor them specifically on stuff that they ask me about, Zara. But if you're wondering for like an hour-long session tutoring on just, yeah, I don't know about a tutored class. But these are good questions that I should probably have the answer to. So I will work to find that out so that I can better communicate that to you all. I would also reach out to your academic coach, Sarah. Like, even though I'm your teacher, the academic coaches know much more about like student-centered, nor you might want to write. Oh, thanks. Good job. The academic coaches have much more knowledge on like services offered to the students. My kind of niche is the I just know English. I know a lot about English, and I know all about the courses that we offer. So questions related to that, I am your gal. All right, are there any other questions that you can think of?
No, not on the top of my head.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys all for coming to the lesson. I hope I answered at least a few of your questions. And Shatanya, are you still talking about the presentation? Shatanya, why don't you just email me whatever you have, even if it's on like a Word document, even if it's just your essay, why don't you just email it to me and I can help get you started on something. I have my email up here. This is my email. If you want to just send me something, yeah, just send me an email, and you can just send me whatever you have, honestly. Even if it's just an idea, just send it to me and I can give you a better answer than and help you out personally with it. I can even get you started with your PowerPoint or Google Slides or whatever. All right, sounds good, guys. Then since we are done, I will see you next week. I think I'm running a lesson on Friday next week, same time. So if you want to tune in, that'd be great. Come with any of your questions. Like I said, this lesson was all about myth and folk, but nobody was in that class. So I can be very, very flexible. So bring whatever questions you have and I will help you out. Have a good rest of your day. Nice to meet all of you.
Thank you, you too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.